Okay, let's dredge. We won the dice roll, and I think we keep this one. We get to pitch 2 dredge cards with the looting and try to go off with them pretty early. Obviously, again, I wish I had 2 lands, but this is still probably worth keeping. It's a lot of dredging that we can do very quickly. And I like that we do get a draw off this, so maybe we'll hit land, ideally. Not quite. However, oops, we can certainly dredge very quickly. So let's hope we dredge amalgams and narcomoebas. What is this? Our opponent is also on some sort of dredge looking list, but with Tome Scour. I don't like Tome Scour, I'll be honest, but let's see what we can do here. All right. Well, there's the first Narcomoeba. Would like to use that ability. Okay, cycle. Now we'll hit the Stinkweed Imp. And we have very little in our graveyard, actually. Not disappointing. Only got 13 cards in our graveyard on turn 1. So we actually will end up just, I guess, drawing for our turn. There's no dredgers in our graveyard. So we just want to hit land. You know, it could have been much better if we'd hit, Prized Amalgam, Narcomoeba there, something like that. Our opponent, oh, he has a Citrine Scab. I've seen this. This is a nice discard outlet, actually. It's both sort of a value thing and a discard outlet. Oh, and he has the Darkblast main deck. It's probably pretty good for us. Oh, we do have a Sinkweed Imp here and a bridge. Yeah, let's keep going. Great. So I'm actually fine with this because we hit. I think anyway. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be. We hit the second bridge, which means he can't actually Dark Blast our guy, or we start getting zombies. We have no Gargadons in there. All right, our opponent is also doing. Let's go side to side here. This is him. This is me. I think we're gonna need another land here. I get baited into keeping these. I say baited. I mean, if we'd hit a land off the Faithless Looting Insane, would have been insane. But one landers are just dangerous. Our opponent's also just going off. So, oh, and he has the Prized Amalgam. Unfair. We've actually been super. There's 2 Narcomoebas left in the deck, and without a land, we're not triggering Bloodghast. We actually don't have any Prized Amalgams in the graveyard. I don't have anything for the mirror. Sorry. I think we might be dead. I guess we have bridges, so it actually makes attacking awkward for him. Although now he can Dark Blast his own Narcomoeba to kill our bridges. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Weird game. Weird game. Didn't expect the mirror, that's for sure. Yep, and he went for it. Okay. I guess I'm just dead, right? I don't think dredging does anything here. I don't think we can do anything here. I think we're just dead. So I think we just want to draw. And yeah, okay. We've been out dredged. So I have no idea what we want. I don't know. I guess we want the Dark Blast. Um, I don't think we want the Pharaoh. Don't think there's anything to needle. So sure. Why not? I guess we'll just try to go off better. And see what we come up with. He had the start I wanted. The start I could have had. I could have had that on turn 1. Never lucky though. The Dredge Mirror. I guess it's a real thing. I mean, I'm playing it and it's sort of a fringe thing right now. And it's certainly very weak to graveyard hate. I mean, as all the graveyard decks are, but it's actually a blast to play because it's at that power level where it's good and it's fun when it goes off, but it's not broken good. At least at this point. I mean, I don't doubt that there may be some combination of cards that is far better than what we have here. Um, for instance, I'm almost certain that Life from the Loam needs to be somewhere in the 75, and that's a change that I'll make after this set of games. But I think that this deck absolutely has the ability to be one of those tier 2 decks of Modern. Well, there's a bunch of land. This is pretty acceptable. Even Raw Dog, the basic mountain. Alright, so we'll put 2 Dredgers in the graveyard in the first turn. We even have the 3 lands to flash us back later. See what we hit here. And we can... we hit a bridge. That's awkward. Actually, I mean, you have to get the bridge into the graveyard, I think. I mean, we don't have anything insane like for the bridge as of yet. So, Memory's Journey. I guess that's just gonna wreck us. Okay, and he gets to loot away his own good stuff. All right, well he's drawn very well both games. I guess this was a good hand for us. All right, we hit a Narcomoeba, but no prized amalgam. We do, however, have a Bloodghast in there and 2 bridges. I guess that could be worse. I guess our play next turn is just a Thug. We don't actually have any Dredgers in the graveyard, so not ideal. Perhaps not as good as his hand, which is going to be able to go off pretty fast. Memory's Journey, huh? I guess I'm just going to get wrecked by that. He had the mirror figured out. And so he does not have a free draw effect, so there's our amalgam. Okay. Yeah, we'll get our Bloodghast back. So we're 1 card away from having an amalgam in play right now to attack with. Yeah, well. Golgari Thug beatdown time. Not the most aggressive of starts. Okay, there we go. So our opponent, let's pull up the graveyards. Our opponent has Infinite Faithless Loons in his graveyard, and double amalgam, and neonate, and an imp. So he's just doing it, basically. He does not currently have a way to get those amalgams into play, though, so we have that going for us. And there go our 3 bridges, always lucky. That's actually just very unfortunate. I mean, oh, and he hit my God, I want to draw like this. All right, well, there's the Narcomoeba. I feel like this is, I mean, this is like proves my point, though, right? The goal of the videos is to show off the Dredge deck, and our opponent is definitely showing off the Dredge deck. I don't think that this is good at all. Just for the record, I think that it's far worse than the other options. Just very slow. And there's a probe. Yes, we get a try. Looting. Okay. I guess it's double grave. I mean, we could get the amalgam to guarantee that we get an amalgam. Maybe that's good. And since I have 2 dredge, if I'm almost certain, in theory, we'll hit another dredger off the first one. I'm just trying to figure out how we keep up in this game because our opponent is essentially going off. I feel like just discarding. No, all right. I'm gonna discard the amalgam. We just have to try to guarantee we get some bodies on the field. So basically, the goal is to not get unlucky. We hope to hit another dredger here, and we have a lot of things we can hit. So. However, we did not. Wow, that's okay. No, there's a thug in here. Okay, we're fine. Thug hit from me, so we can. Yep. Okay. Yep. You're still gonna wreck us with Memory's Journey. I agree. Oh, good. All right, we got some Narcomoebas. We got some action now. We also hit a bridge, so if he chooses to block to get rid of the bridge, we'll get a zombie. I might keep this one to block. Do we have a neonate in here? Yeah, I'll keep this one to block. I guess Memory's Journey is gonna wreck us. I'm actually fine trading this. Yeah, I'll say I'd be fine trading Narcomoebas and getting a zombie out of the deal. Um, Is Memory's Journey, was that an instant? That's a question. Okay. I believe it is. Let's find out. Yeah, Memory's Journey is an instant, so he can still get us here. Oh, he's even going. Okay, so because it matters with the bridge, right? In terms of blocking. He also gets his hit. It's 3. Yeah, so he can hit our bridge, our imp, our neonate. It's actually just really bad for us. We have a looting in there too, though, so he will, unless he just decides to use. I mean, if he just used, so he has one in his hand as well, so he could just Memory Journey away everything good. Yep, there goes the looting, the bridge, and the imp, as expected. The neonate is still there for now. He flashed that back to do it. I can't tell you that when I started this series, which I'm very excited about. I like where we're going with the series. I'm enjoying the first couple weeks and have appreciated all the feedback and all that. I never thought that I would play against Memory's Journey and more so have it be the card that just absolutely wrecked me. So I guess that's the goal, right? That's the goal of the series. Okay, so we're throwing a thug in front of this one. And hoping that we get our neonate back. Although it seems unlikely. I guess at the least it ties up his mana for the turn a little bit. It even has flashback. It just wrecks everything, man. Oh, he let us have it, though. Okay. I guess when we sacrifice it, he can remove the grave troll we're going to put into the graveyard. I suppose that's a thing. Do I want to thug? Don't think so. The neonate will allow us to do it better. I would like to get in there. I feel like we just have to try to race here. I could play out a lot of creatures here if I really wanted. He has no bridges, right? Okay, he has no bridges. Oh shoot! Ooh, I almost have two through there. Okay, so we'll play the neonate. The real question is, do I play the thug? I guess there's no reason not to. We just want to block. It'll allow us to get the other neonate back, or the neonate back after we blow it here. Is there an advantage to playing the Neonate, activating it now. He has the Memories Journey up, so no. We'll just go ahead and play the Thug out. He's at 6. See if we can catch him tapping his mana or something. If he, if he does tap the mana, then we can Neonate and Grave Troll at instant speed, and basically hope to hit Amalgam plus Narcomoeba. And because there's only one Narcomoeba left on our deck, those odds are not high. But I mean, that's basically where we're at. All right. Looks like he didn't hit anything too insane here. Got the Imp. So looting in his graveyard. Lots of looting, so that's fine if he does that. What is this? If this is a looting... So I sort of want to respond before he can draw a land. But I guess... Okay, no, I think we just let this happen because I want to be able to pop my Neonate in case he were to have a bridge from below trigger, in case he were to have bridges. So I haven't seen bridges from his deck though, so there's that. There's another imp. That's what I was worried about, is the other Memories Journey here that he can flash back if he plays a land here. So I see well, there's a Bloodghast, so and he did have the land, so it doesn't make green though, so that's fine. There's a lot of Amalgams, but hopefully he only has 2 blockers. I think we might be able to get in there. This is a very, very weird game, the way this is played out, but I feel sort of okay with the way it's gone. So he's essentially... Oh, shoot. That's not what I want to do. I want to block. Do I block, though? So he blocks here and here. Oh, no, he doesn't die. He only takes 4. If we were to, say, keep the Neonate around. Which means I think we do need to go ahead and try to, try to get lucky with an Amalgam or something. I don't think there's any value in blocking with the Thug. Nope, seems... I guess we could... If we block with the Thug... I guess so. We'll be hitting him for 3 next turn, which is actually fine because then these would kill him if he didn't hit more, although this is coming to play tapped. Yeah. I'm trying to think, if we block with a Thug and then sack this, we could get this back with the Thug. And be able to do that again on our next turn and try to hit more. That costs us... Block. I don't think that's worth it because then we can't kill him. Okay. I need to be able to get in 3 next turn and then be able to kill him with these after that. That's the hope anyways. Well, we hit a bridge. And we hit a Faithless Looting, which we can't cast. We hit an Amalgam, but no Narcomoeba, so... And we have no Bloodghast in here. And he gets Amalgams back. So I think we might be dead. I think our opponent has dredged much better than us because he has 4 Amalgams and we have 1. Okay. Do we dredge here? I'm trying to figure out how we can win this game. I think winning this game involves hitting him with just the Narcomoebas. Will we need to hit a land? Land allows us to flashback Faithless Looting, which would be very good. Is that likely? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 5 lands in our deck. We could also draw a Faithless Looting. I think we have 2 left. We could draw another Neonate. Whereas just milling 4 means we have to hit the sole remaining Narcomoeba to get the amalgam back. So that would mean that we're looking at a 4 out of 28 chance or a 1 in 7 chance. Whereas the land is 5, but one of them is a Darkmoor Salvage. So it's also 4 out of 28, but the upside to hitting the land is higher. So, all right, we're going to draw. Sorry, it's a lot of numbers I had to think through my head there. Ooh. Okay. All right. Well, let's be flying with these things. See, it's also possible I should have considered that the only way we actually outrace this is to have 3 Narcomoebas, is to so hit the Narcomoeba there, go block, take 10, go to 1, get the Narcomoeba back, because now he gets to have the Memory Journey. I don't know. I don't know if I've played right at all. This is extremely difficult. We do have a bridge, though, so I might end up Dark Blasting my own guy or something. I'm sure it's possible I've missed things this game. It's possible that I have not. This might be good. I haven't, I obviously haven't dredged well as our opponent at least, but this was a very complicated game. So even if we dredge up the Darkmoor Salvage, I don't think it works. I mean, I think maybe I needed to recognize, though, that I needed to kill him on my I need to figure out a way to get to my next turn, and then I need to kill him on that turn. And because we're not going to just sort of outvalue his board here, and now that's just not going to be an option based on the way I have played. So at this point, okay, like I say, his blocks are still awkward because we do have the bridge from below. It'll at least it'll force him to flash back that thing. I guess this isn't super easy for him either, and these are the only blocks. Do I have a neonate? I do have a neonate. I don't think this is very good for him. I mean, I guess it's a no downside play, but... And we have bridges, so when this dies, we'll get a... so he's just going to have to flash back the Memory's Journey. That's just completely wrecked us. Just lost to this card very hard. In addition to him obviously hitting the 4 amalgams, and he's dredging most of his deck, so that makes sense, but the Memory's Journey is just a blowout. I don't know that this is good. It's okay. It's pretty low cost to it gets the things you don't want to draw into your graveyard. It might be good. It might be a nice one of. Maybe you cut a Gargadon, go down to 2 Gargadons in the main deck and play the 1 Stitchwing Scab too. Alright, so this is in Flashback Memory's Journey. Target Amalgam, Thug, and Bridge. So now the question is, do we Dark Blast our own Thug? And I think we do. I think we're going to Dark Blast our own Thug. We're going to put Neonate on top of our library. And we're going to get a zombie. I mean, it doesn't seem great, but I think this is where we're at, so... We just want to try to make the game last long enough that we can get there with the 2 Narcomoebas, essentially. That's what we're playing at. Okay. Alright, so we want the Neonate. We got a zombie out of the deal. We might be able to... We're still at 11, which is important because it means the Bloodghasts that come back on the next turn don't have haste, if that's the thing that happens. So Oh, there's still a memory's journey here, huh? Okay, I would like to draw. What did I miss? Why is there not a neonate on top of my... What's it? What did I miss? Well, now I feel very dumb. I don't understand what I missed. Why didn't I draw a neonate? Okay, so I targeted the neonate, sure. Uh-huh. Oh, does this... Oh, it shuffles. Oh, crud. Oh, dumb. Because I responded to it. I should have... Okay. Okay, that was bad. But we're not dead. Our opponent cannot do much in the way of colored mana. Oh, I'm so dumb. There's so many things to go on I didn't even think about. It shuffles them back into your... I mean, it's fine. I mean, I would have saved the Darkblast, I guess. I would have still made the same block. Our opponent can't... I mean, he can't make any... He has access to one colored mana right now. And we have two blockers. Oh no, he hit them both. No. Oh no. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Right, that plan's out the window. We're so close. I think I might go back to dredging now. We have to hit our last Narcomoeba to win. This has been such a weird game. I'm sure that I've misplayed this at so many points. So much happening on the board right now. Add to that, you know, that I've certainly not an expert with the deck here. I've played it for a few days, so. Our opponent still has some awkward choices here, though, because if he were to swing in with everything, um, you know, he has to keep some amount of things back so we don't swing him on the crackback. I mean, he has to keep 5 things back, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So his best attack is probably 2's prize amalgams, in which case I just trade with 1, I guess. I guess well, he has this to just auto-trigger the amalgams. Yeah, this card's probably good. I think this might be good. So he has 1 Narcomoeba. It's also a random blowout. Everything's bad here for us. Has not felt good. We just have to... It's fine. We just have to dredge. We have to hit some blood gas. A lot of blood gas and Narcomoebas and amalgams and something. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to make the block. Alright, so... Thug. Oh, there's an amalgam. More importantly, there's a Dakmort salvage. Do I want to take the Narcomoeba trade? I don't think so. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I don't think so. So we have no blood gas in our graveyard. We've dredged very... I mean, I say we've dredged badly. We've gotten memories journeyed, so... So, the Dakmor Salvage, if we were to dredge it back next turn, would actually do nothing unless one of the 2 cards it hits was a Bloodghast. Meanwhile, if our opponent draws a land, he gets to bring back several Bloodghast, 2 at least. Make that 4. So if he has a land, which he did not play last turn, and he dredged this turn as well, he's down to 4 cards in his library. Maybe Memory's Journeying himself. I think that I think I won't be dredging next turn. Or maybe I do, because now that we have an Amalgam, hitting the last Narcomoeba is very good. We have 1 bridge left as well. It looks like that's the difference on our list. Our opponent doesn't have bridges. He's doing nothing. I mean, I think that's good for us. Alright, so I think that if anything, it's the Dakmor Salvage, because that allows us to just cast the Golgari Thug the turn after that, and apparently that's the game we're in, so why not? Well, we hit nothing. We had 4 outs, like 4 great cards there to mill, 3 Bloodghast and a Narcomoeba. We didn't hit any of them, but at least next turn we can dredge a lot and play a Golgari Thug, so... I guess the real answer is I'm going to dredge Darkblast next turn and kill a Narcomoeba and kill him. And because we have this now, we can do that. Yep, that's the correct line that I made by getting this. It's totally something I considered and thought about and had planned. But yeah, so if we do not die on our turn, and I will make blocks as best I can to not die, we will dredge back the Darkblast, and we will kill a Narcomoeba and attempt to get him. So if I'm reading this right, I know he hasn't pulled the Journey on this, which he still can. He can flash it back for 1 green and stop that if he sees that line. So that's a possibility. He chose, let's see, I mean, he can't, okay, so. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. Okay, I guess you have 35 life now. Alright, we died. Jeez. Well, I mean, I say it's lucky. I mean, he had it. I mean, he had it all planned out clearly, so we're dead. This crazy dredge decks, though. Now I wonder. I think maybe I should have played towards the Dakmor Salvage Darkblast line a little earlier. I don't know if the Dakmor was in the graveyard until that last turn, but I think I took a draw where maybe I could have dredged with the goal of playing towards that line. I don't know. It's a lot of options. Either way, as you saw, dredge decks are very explosive.